Hey YouTube, and thanks for watching Junkworks Garage. I've been doing videos for a little over 10 years now. In that case, a lot of my first videos that still, I think, have pretty good information in them are not being watched at all because YouTube, they're just too old for YouTube to want to use them, I guess, or put them up on their lists. Also, YouTube is not paying all that well, so hit that thumbs up and subscribe and all those good things. I appreciate it very much. Also, since I've changed the name on my channel, some of those older ones have my old channel name, things like that on, so I'm just going to kind of cut some of that stuff out, cut some of the talking out, and try and make them a little bit better as far as the editing is concerned. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy my older video here. The lights on these inevitably always end up getting busted. If you own one of these, you'll know, you do know, or you will know sooner or later that at some point in time you will mack into something and bust up your lights. As I went to Harbor Freight, and they have these, and what they are is for towing cars. They got a magnet on them that sticks to metal, but they don't stick all that great, so I don't trust them just to slap them on the side of the trailers. As I'll actually pull these apart, they just got 4 screws on them here. And obviously I'll keep these because I like having magnets. Magnets are great for putting screws places. But anyway, then we'll go on here and we're going to pull the wiring out. Pretty easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and get this ground. Hopefully you can see this. There's a white ground one, and it actually just plugs on there. I'm going to pull that off, and then what I'm going to do is, this one's pretty tight. I need to get a wrench. We'll go in there. I'm going to unscrew this, and this plastic piece will just come right off. Alright, so it's a 3/4 inch wrench. Pulled off this nut. All this stuff kind of comes with it. I'm going to get that out of there. This is the bracket that the old lights went onto. This is where if you bought the actual trailer kit, you'd hook your lights to this. But what I did to kind of keep me from bumping them so much, I put the light that I got here back behind here. And as you can see, there's a bolt here, and there was another one right here where this one was. So what I did is I pulled this bolt out right here, then I took and drilled it out. It's a 31/64 drill bit, and I just hogged out the hole that bolt originally went into right there, and then these plug right in. And as you can see, they got a little bit of give to them, but they're super solid on there. And really, I haven't had any problems with this trailer. My other trailer, I've used it a lot more, so I'm not as careful with it. And actually, I will show you what I did, because I actually did that trailer after I did this trailer. And on this one, all I did was run the wires up underneath, and I actually screwed that right into the bracket that I showed you. Now on this one, I am going to have to turn that bracket around, undo these bolts here, and actually on the other side I already started this. Like I said, these wires were too short, that's why I'm changing it out. But see, this bracket's turned around. That's the bracket that you normally have your normal light on. Unbolted it and screwed it right in there. See, and it just sits like that. It works really well. Like I said, these wires are just all bunged up in here from being done too many times, and those are now too short to make work, so that's why I'm putting new ones on. And the wires coming back from the front here, they're fine. They're working fine. So I'm going to go ahead and reuse these. What I found in this trailer, part of the reason why I couldn't get it to work is because the wires that were going from one light to the other were actually, so there was a short somewhere in them, I don't know where. And so I'm going to go ahead and use these wires, take that kit, this
kit with the lights. I got to take these apart to get these through the hole anyway, so I put a washer on here, and now I'm gonna feed the wires through. And the hard part will be where these two wires come together here. Just got to kind of feed those through one at a time. And that sit up in there like that. And then the nut and washer, and don't forget this piece for the ground, all goes on the inside. Now, while up under here, in the midst of doing this fell clean off, and now the wire is not attached anymore. And then I got to looking and hit this one here, and these ones are just kind of barely kind of hanging on in there. And what it is they stripped these wires so long, because I mean I didn't do that. That's how long that was up inside there, that they just kind of had the tips up in there, and it's real loose. So you may want to get this kit. I haven't had this problem with any of the other ones, but if you get this kit, take a look at these. You may have to put new connectors on them, just because these ones are not on there very well, and that will probably cause some pretty severe corrosion. These are supposed to be up inside that box, so normally all this wouldn't be hanging out anyway, but you may want to have to either re-crimp them or even put different types of crimps on them, or solder them. You can do however you want. Really dark under here. Got the wires that come along up underneath here all the way back, and I spliced into those, and I went ahead and used butt connectors. You choose to use what you want to use, or solder. But then I'm coming back and I went ahead and I wrapped it up with some tape, electrical tape. All the connections are wrapped up with electrical tape. Kind of button those up, and any of the excess that I had, I went ahead and taped those together. And then I've taken, and this is what they used to put the wires in, and I don't like these. I won't use these to actually put wires underneath, because they'll tear up your wires. So if you got one of these trailers and it's new and you're just putting it together, don't use those. It'll just shred your wires, and you'll have all kinds of wiring problems. The first one I had to rewire this trailer, it was because of these, because a couple of those dug in after not very long, and I ended up having to splice in and put new wires in. But anyway, don't use those. But I did use that. I kind of popped it out a little ways, put my tie wrap inside that, pushed it back on, and that kind of buttons those up. There's little holes here, and as you can see, hopefully going along, and I'm going to every other hole put a wire tie, and that'll just kind of button things up, make it a little bit nicer. If you have one of these little trailers, you'll know that they actually have the license plate thing is actually hanging down, way down, and you'll find you just mangle your license plate all the time. So the first thing I did with these is I actually flipped that upside down so that the license plate is up and you don't mangle it. But you'll find that when you do this light change that I'm doing here, that it'll get in your way again. So if you look at my other one I have here, I got a couple of these little trailers. I went ahead and took and stuck that license plate thing in a vise, bent it over, and I hooked it to the bolts that are on top of the fender here. And these kind of things, all these things I'm doing, both the lights and the license plate modification, you need to look in your state. I haven't had any problems at all, and I've had police follow me around with these trailers all the time, and I haven't been pulled over for any of these things. So, but you need to check your own state. Also, if you do this modification, these lights here won't work unless you take the wires from those and go ahead and splice into the wires up towards the front here. But again, I haven't had any problems. I did not do that for either of these, and I've been driving around for years with these this way, and I haven't had any problems. Part of that is like in some states you just have to have the yellow light on one side and the red light on the other, which makes sure you get your red light on the back. for the brake light, but because that one does stick out there and is on, I think that is not a whole lot different than having that little light there on. So anyhow, you check with your state on what is legal.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed that and got something out of it. Now get out there and get your junk working. Thanks for watching Junk Works Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master of none. You all have a good one.